Clerk will call the roll. First, we call to order the June 29th, 2021 special meeting. Clerk will call the roll to record attendance. Councilor Anderson Burgos.
Here.
Member to unmute. Okay. Councilor Bartley.
Here.
Councilor Graney.
Here.
Councilor Hernandez. Councilor Leahy.
I'm present.
Councilor Bar Martinez. Councilor Lisi.
Here.
Councilor McGee here. Councilor McGivern.
Here.
Councilor Murphy.
Here.
Councilor Sullivan.
Here.
Councilor Tallman.
Here.
Councilor Bacon.
All rise.
We have 10 present. You all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? You're in there. We can do this. I'll rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
God bless America.
The city of Holyoke. So with that, we have one item on the agenda, and that is
Mr.
that there
President?
be a transfer.
Mr. President?
Yeah, up, Councilor Bartley.
Yeah, can we, why don't we just observe a moment of silence for John Barrett, the water commissioner who passed away. His wake and funeral were today.
Yeah,
Former alderman and former school committee man.
Yeah, so as we know, we lost a very dear friend to the city council, and to the city as a whole. Just a wonderful, wonderful man. And ask for a moment of silence from Mr. Barrett. Thank you very much. So the agenda includes the following. Order that there hereby be appropriated a transfer from fiscal year 2021, $27,900 as follows. From aid to the mayor, $9,648. From treasurer floating clerk, $18,252 for the total of $27,900 to then be applied towards advertising for that amount. Motion be receive, adopt, pass the first reading. Under discussion, I can turn over to Acting Mayor Murphy, who filed the order and called the special meeting. Councilor Murphy?
Thank you, Mr. President, and I thank you all for making the effort to get here. I do appreciate it. We've been talking with the people from Viewpoint, and we are everybody's agreement on how we're doing this. If we get this paid now, what we'll have is they'll be here the next month and a half. They'll be working with us to coordinate the production. Then they'll be here in mid to late September or early October, and the production would then be finalized. We get a chance to edit it, and then it would be broadcast on public television beginning sometime in November. So I thought the time frame was good. We had Cynthia Espinosa from the planning department helped out in our talks with them the other day in terms of trying to promote a variety of things, including economic development, tourism, and some of the historical perspectives of the city. So I know when we met, the council was pretty strong for it. We had money left over in FY21, and I thought my hope is that we'll get this through tonight and be in a position to actually get the production sometime. And they will come here on a one-day visit. They'll have a prearranged video production, if you will, and interviews and things along that lines in September. So I'm hoping we will pass it tonight.
Any questions for Councilor Murphy? I'm just looking at my screen. There's no hands up. Jeffrey, or anyone in the chamber?
This ought to be good.
Mr. President,
Councilor McGivern.
My hand is up.
I can't see, Councilor.
I know.
I have my glasses on.
After the meeting, we have to get a ruling from the city solicitor for a hybrid meeting. I think there's some language pertaining to the chair. But no harm, no foul tonight. I just wanted to let everyone know I talked to the auditor this morning. The transfer is coming from two line items. Both line items had vacancies throughout the fiscal year. Therefore, there are surpluses available for Mayor Murphy to transfer.
Thank you.
Mr. President,
Thank you. Who is that, Councilor?
Council Graney,
Councilor Graney.
I just wanted to ask, there's nothing in this budget here for toupees for some of the council members who might be interviewed, that's all. I'm just kidding.
No. Anyone further for to Councilor Murphy or Councilor McGivern? Hearing, Councilor Leahy, sorry, just saw it.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Thank you. If I could, just through you to Terry, Mayor Murphy, will this money be needed to be put back into the budget at a later time?
No, this is from FY21, and it's, we're going to expend it out of this advertising. We're putting in an advertising account into the mayor's for this current fiscal year. So, no, this will not have any impact on FY22 other than the fact that we're spending it.
Okay, then why were these two accounts, why do these accounts have that much money in it that wasn't needed?
In both cases, there were people that, well, they were originally if they had been fully staffed. But for example, I had two people, one left in January and another person in the mayor's office just left a couple of weeks ago. So there was some money in that account, and the same thing with the treasurer's account.
So like, do you think, and this is not just the mayor's department, but every department, do you think moving forward that when somebody leaves, that we should be able to put the money back into the general fund? Then when the position is if it's refilled, then the department head should come back to the finance committee and then full city council and ask for the money?
I probably would not be opposed to that, but in this case, I know there was appropriations left, and like I said, I know what the council had seemed to be strongly in favor of the Viewpoint production, so getting it paid out of this year accelerated the pace of production.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I just think that maybe down the road that we can have some sort of process in place or a procedure to have that work out. That is it for my questions. Thank you so much.
Thank
Mr.
you.
President?
Anyone further?
Yeah, Mr. President,
Yeah, Councilor Graney.
on a serious note, this is going to be great for the city. This is something that we should all get behind and support 100%. I think that we need some positive reinforcement out there for the city. We've had so much negative enforcement over the years, over the last 20, 30 years. People saying bad things about Holyoke. Let's get the good stuff out there and move ahead. Thank you.
Thanks, Councilor Rainey.
Councilor Tallman.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. President. I want to commend Mayor Murphy for putting this forward and for them meeting with us. I think this is going to be a definite benefit for the city of Holyoke in the years to come, and to market this city in a positive light would be beneficial to all its citizens. So thank you.
Thanks, Councilor Tallman.
Councilor Murphy, just to let people know at home who are viewing in, once again, so we took it up, but we're just talking about the finance now. If approved tonight, there's going to be a production, but the production is can you just explain it one last time so that
Sure.
people at home kind of know what we're talking about?
Sure. So this
Please.
is through public television with Dennis Quaid, who has a production called it'll end up being Holyoke, a good place to live, a good place to work, a good place to visit, or something very similar to that. It'll be on public television. The estimate is there are 6 million potential viewers. They also do a number of analysis and reach out to a variety of other areas. They also do 1-minute spots. They'll do 1-minute highlights of our, and it's about a 4 to 6 minute video that takes place. So, for example, let's say they have a concert on public television, and the concert ends 10 minutes before the end of the at 7:50 or something. Then they would produce the Holyoke session, and it would be produced, I believe it was over 30 times, where they'll be shown on public television. They also have slots on CNN, MSNBC, Fox, and a variety of other channels for 1-minute slots. So there's a lot of production that goes into this. Obviously, the public television part is the major part. We do end up getting a lot of the promotions after, which we can use to continue to advertise. And I know when I met with Cynthia Espinosa from planning, she was kind of excited about that as well.
Thank you. So for everyone at home, Councilor Murphy did a lot of work and informed the council right away when this came up to how to promote Holyoke, and it's just a phenomenal idea as well as coming to fruition. So thank you, Councilor / Mayor Murphy, for bringing this to us. It's just a phenomenal thing for the city.
Thank you.
Anyone further?
If I could, Mr. President,
Councilor McGivern.
just to add to, Councilor Murphy's did a tremendous amount of work on this and bringing it forward. When the Finance Committee vetted this and the full City Council agreed to it, I know it was about a month ago, I believe. But, you know, the person from the Dennis Quaid Productions that came in was incredible. And we're going to have a lot of control over the video itself, not the actual production, but some say into what is going to be used and what can be used to show our best foot here in Holyoke. That $6 million audience, 6 million person audience that Mayor Murphy talked about is just the beginning. By the time this is done, nationwide, it's going to reach close to 3 times that amount, the way Mayor Murphy just described it. This type of marketing is what brings companies to look at a community like Holyoke. This type of marketing shows what we have, whether it's our lower electrical rates, our hydro wheel, our location, all the wonderful and positive things that we take for granted as Hoyokers. We now are getting it out to this entire country. And what we hope for is that our Economic Development Office will be able to use this as a tool and to see companies from around the country look at Holyoke as a place to relocate or to expand upon their business. And I think it's just a tremendous way to market who we are.
Thanks, Councilman.
Thank you. Seeing no one else, hearing no one else, motion is to pass the first reading. All those in favor?
Aye. Make a motion to pass the second reading?
All those opposed?
Aye.
Motion is to pass the second reading. The clerk will call the roll. If you vote yes, you're voting for the transfer. Councilor Anderson Burgos.
Yes.
Councilor Bartley.
Yes.
Councilor Graney.
Yes.
Councilor Leahy.
Yes.
Councilor Lisi.
Yes.
Councilor McGee, yes. Councilor McGivern.
Yes.
Councilor Murphy.
Yes.
Councilor Sullivan.
Yes.
Councilor Tallman.
Yes.
10 votes for yay, nothing for nay. With your vote, you've approved the transfer.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Councilor Murphy, for this.
Make a motion to
If
adjourn?
there's no other motion is to adjourn.
A second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 All those opposed? Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful night and hope you have a great rest of the week.
Stay out of the storms.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.